Okay, so that's started.
And welcome to our third episode of Shop Talk. I'm Aaron,
And I'm Robert.
and today's topic is going to be DRP versus not DRP.
Yeah, this is gonna hit some people.
So, I think we should start with anybody who doesn't know what a DRP is. So, DRP is a direct repair program that your insurance agrees to with a body shop, whether it be a multi shop organization, an MSO, or a smaller group of maybe 2, 3 shops in one area.
Right. And I've had the unique opportunity to work both sides from insurance as well as on the shop side of direct repair. At one point I oversaw 150 DRP shops for the insurance company that I had worked at. And I've obviously before that and post that I've worked on the shop side of direct repair programs.
And I personally have never worked on the insurance side of a DRP program. I have got to see the details of the DRP program and the contracts and the conversations that go into those, the agreed discounts and those kind of things. But those are all things we'll get into here shortly.
Right. So to kick things off, um, what's your preference, Aaron? Like on the shop side? Uh,
On the shop side, I prefer DRP agreements. I that's how I started.
right.
So I have written DRP and non-DRP. I've never been at a shop that has no agreements ever.
Right.
So I've always handled the main account. That's always been my role. That I was never I'm very ambitious, so I've never had a problem with not taking on a
Yeah.
heavy workload,
Yeah.
which comes with that.
I will tell you our second round of working together, I definitely wanted you primarily to work a certain DRP because you are definitely the guy to work that particular DRP. You're that DRP professional. They like you. You're great at
They
it.
don't like me though.
No, they do. They do. They like you almost to a fault.
I
And
get away with a lot, and I shouldn't, and
well,
I'll
it's
agree to
it's
that.
not getting away. It's because you do things 98% accurately and correctly to their program, and the other 2% is the fluff you can get away with, and not even fluff. It's like your little twist, like I'm going to do this and I'm going to get the scorecard to a certain degree, but then I'm going to be able to kind of fuck off my own little
And we're gonna play by my rules,
right.
and that's what I
Right.
like to do.
And that's why I wanted you to work under me at my shop and head up the system, and they're going to turn their faucet up to 110% of scale.
And now, if you don't know Robert, this is like a huge compliment. So I'm a little taken back. I was shocked to hear that.
Yeah.
That means a
Yeah.
lot to me. Thank you.
Well, and it meant a lot to me that you came back to work for me for that program.
Disclaimer: I would have never went to that shop if it wasn't for this man being there. I can
Yeah.
promise you that.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's a whole nother
That's a whole
episode.
nother episode. There's so much that could
but
go into that one.
but so I mean, what happens is, for a big enough shop is we become professionals in our DRPs. You had yours, and then eventually when I fell back to writing, you know, prior to me managing this giant MSO, 50,000 square foot body shop,
Yep.
um,
Huge.
I I I started at a certain insurance company for their direct repair program. I was good, just like you are, at getting their scorecard where it needs to be, to where you're getting referrals. You have repair jobs coming out your ass. And basically, you're setting your own schedule. And then what it comes down to is people above store level start telling you that's not sustainable.
And that happens way too fast and way too often.
Right. And it's like, wait a minute.
I'm going to derail you because you didn't answer the question to yourself.
Oh,
What do you prefer, DRP or non-DRP?
um, that's a little bit of loaded question. Um, I will say the DRP that I currently am writing for at the shop I'm at now, I am very good at, and I would much rather just focus on that DRP and bringing all the work to that shop, getting my customers taken care of, 100% the correct way, the right way, getting their cars back to them the right,
Like
you
you
know,
did the first time?
correct.
Because that was your only DRP back then, I think, right? That was
Well,
your primary, and then you had, like, your filler secondaries, but
right, right. So, I mean, just like you, we we have our what we become a professional in,
our niche.
our niche. Yeah, I like that.
I like that
That's
too.
like a
Booyah!
yeah, we I mean, we're good at it, right? Like you have yours, I have mine, and we're really good at it. We have good relationships with those insurance companies. The shop we work for appreciate our professional relationship with the insurance company and our working relationship with the DRP partner. Um, I can go the other way though and say when you're not DRP, there's a lot of freedom
Absolutely.
that um, turns into bullshit also. Um, I
Ch
mean, m-
chasing matching estimates, chasing your tail.
well, if that's what you decide to do. But but the hard thing is when you're working DRPs in a large MSO versus a mom and pop, and I'll touch on that later. Um, so direct repair in a large MSO, and you're the guy for number one or number two insurance companies in the nation, which I mean, we are
We
those
are number 1
guys.
and number 2,
We're number 1 and number
interchangeably.
2 interchangeably in the industry in this country for large MSOs. Um, you have your professionalism, I've got mine, and
Very different. Both of
they
us are very different,
very different
but
in
successful on both sides, which is fun to
correct.
see.
Yeah, yeah, it's and we can be competitive and not step on each other's toes either.
And I learn a lot from
Yeah.
you, and I feel like you learn some from me. Maybe
Cor
not as much as I'd like, but
No, yeah, it definitely goes both ways.
absolutely.
Yeah. Um, I mean, on a daily, how many times in right now we're still working a cubicle away from each other. So
No, we're
it's
literally touching cubicles.
right.
Not a
Well,
cubicle away.
we're
Don't
not
get that lucky.
physically touching, but the cubicles are right next to each other. Yeah. Yeah. So um so I mean basically what it ends up being is you learn their program, you learn what they like. I don't wanna say you learn what you can get away with, but
But you
you
do.
right. Yeah. It's an allowance, right? Um,
A threshold, a
there
tolerance.
there's a threshold there. Um, and in the DRP world, I truly believe, and I've believed for a lot of years, even when I was working at a mom and pop for 13 years, building and scaling that company up in the DRP world. When I started there were very few DRPs, and we were not turned up to the full limit of what the possibilities are. And I mean, just to explain that, like you can be a DRP for any insurance company in this country, but they have different tiers on how they turn you on. So you can be like a level one, but you might only be 20%. They might say, with your square footage and your key to key or your LOR,
The
whatever,
metrics.
the metrics say we can only have 10 cars at your shop at any given time. Or if you work for a large enough shop like we do now, and they say you have enough square footage where we could have 100 cars at your shop at any given time, and you're rocking it right out the door. All the metrics, the scorecard, everything's looking great, and we're gonna keep giving you 100 cars. You're never gonna be less than 100 cars in the shop. And when the industry is allowing that, the weather, whatever, you know
We take other people's misfortune as our own.
right. We don't
Unfortunately,
we don't
we don't
wish
wish you well or ill, but we wish you well, but
right,
we get to take the opportunity to fix that and make it
right.
better.
So, I mean, if we're in one of those years where the storms, whether it's hail, tornadoes, wind, snow, ice, that sort of thing, they allow us to have a ton of cars at the shop. We're turned up.
There's no limit,
Right,
and that's kinda when it gets fun.
right. So, the other side of it is you're a smaller independent shop and the square footage isn't there. And they say we're only allowing you, a certain amount of cars. Well, then you have to maximize on, how am I going to get that number up? It is definitely a game. You don't ever want to say, "Hey, we're playing the insurance game," but we're playing a little bit of a game, getting the numbers through, keeping the customers satisfied, keeping the insurance partners satisfied. Um, and there's a give and take with direct repair. Be-
Absolutely.
I mean,
Eh
sometimes it's a parts discount.
Yeah, I mean, there's back-end discounts, bottom line discounts,
Yep,
there's, agreed upon metrics and time frame, how fast you're gonna do everything,
labor rates.
labor rates, paint materials, supplies.
Yeah,
It I mean, there's even some that allow you to not charge or charge for body materials in some states, and I know more about that side of things because 'cause I've traveled too much.
right,
But, I mean, there's some states you can charge for body materials, and
right.
whether you can or can't tax it, there's agreements if you can't even charge it. I mean, there's so much it's a rabbit hole. You
Yeah,
could go down that
yeah.
forever.
And we're not gonna like entertain anyone saying like, you know, oh, like this insurance company only allows XYZ or this labor rate or whatever. This is not what
No,
this episode is about. And we'll never entertain bashing on an insurance
correct.
company of any kind for what their direct repair allows or doesn't allow. We're just saying, like, what are the pros and cons?
So, a couple pros and cons, I think. So, the big one for me on the DRP program is you're always gonna have a warranty. So, now these days, every shop has a warranty because if you don't, you're not gonna drum and work.
Right,
But there was a time where that mattered more. I mean, there was a time where warranty wasn't a thing. And the big concern with not having a warranty with a non-DRP or a smaller shop is if that shop sells, that warranty is null and void. If that shop closes, that warranty is null and void. And that's where the DRP program, I think, best sustains the customer.
right,
That's where I feel it delivers on that promise and commitment.
absolutely. In at any point, if you're on the side of I just had an accident, I've never had an accident in my life before, and the first call is to your insurance company. Just understand, um, Aaron and I both work for a large MSO, and we have a lot of direct repairs. And we would love to work on every car that gets wrecked.
Absolutely.
But you have to understand that steering is 100% not okay by your insurance company
They cannot coach, guide, or steer you in any direction. They can't tell you what to do or what not to do
or where to go.
or how to get there.
And a lot of times there's threats. And I call that the claims hammer. So back when I worked in insurance, I was never coached to a claims hammer, but I've heard from other vendors other than what I work for that, they'd say, "You have to go to this body shop because they're our preferred partner." Well, that's steering, and
Mm,
steering is illegal.
absolutely.
Um, if you have your mom and pop or MSO that you and your family and your friends have gone to your entire life,
You trust them and you have confidence in what they're doing because that's all that matters. It doesn't matter where you go or who you end up having fix your car. You have to have confidence in the person who's doing it or the business who's doing it, their ability to perform a quality and safe repair. and that they're delivering on their promise to you that you're going to be safe and you're going to be okay in your
Absolutely.
car.
Yeah. And that's 100% the only thing that matters. Where do you want to go? Like, maybe you're following a writer that just left the shop and you call the shop, "Hey, is Aaron there?" And they say, "Oh, unfortunately, Aaron no longer works here."
It
Well,
happens a lot.
it I mean,
I'm joking. I
you're
said, "Nah, I quit
you
now."
you jump around a
That
lot.
was the joke.
And I am honored and grateful that you've stuck around with me. Um and I it's kind of a weird deal because like this episode is falling on a week that's very emotional for me because
We're
I'm
breaking up.
we're breaking up. I'm not a job hopper. Uh, I have had an opportunity presented to me to go from a large MSO back to the privateer sector.
And we're very happy for him. Every single person who works with him is happy for him. Even though
But
we're sad, a little heartbroken.
I'm sad and heartbroken too. I don't deserve the team I have. I've been blessed to have you
He's
guys.
the best leader I've ever worked for. Don't let him fool
Um,
you.
and I'm sad to leave him. And it's not all about Aaron.
I think you're getting a little too sappy for this to be episode 3.
No, 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 no. But it's good. Um, but I am leaving what I brought you back into,
That's
and
okay.
I feel a little guilty that I'm leaving you this time. Um, but it is a good change. I wish whoever is still at this facility all the best. I hope things really go great for all of you with whatever direction you guys go, whether you stay,
I'm
whatever.
thankful you're leaving because now I can make money
Right?
again.
I want to say fuck you.
That was good. Come on.
I mean, so we're gonna hit pause on the DRP thing and just say, um, everyone knows if you're listening to this. I mean, most writers in this industry are a commission-based writer. Um,
You pay my bills, and you
what?
didn't even know it.
Oh, I think the audio went away for a second.
Oh, I said you're paying my bills. Thank you.
Right, right. So, um, there's a whole nother episode that goes into "You're Paying My Bills," and maybe that's a good title for one.
I kind of
Um,
like it.
yeah, because so being commission based, I mean, we get a draw, and what happens in the MSO world, and I'm not going to bash on anyone, but so a couple successful writers, we're capable of writing 550 to 300, just us. In a commission world, when you're making 5.5%, we can earn a shit ton of money.
A shit ton of money.
I call it fuck you money.
And it's easy.
It I wouldn't say it's easy.
I think it's easy. If
I
you have the right team and the right support, like
Right.
when you work with somebody who's motivated, like that's why I came to work for you,
Right.
you can easily succeed with 80% effort. You don't have to give your 100 every day.
Right. I like to give 110%, by the way, Aaron.
Okay, so do I, but like there's days I give
There's
80.
there's days you might do a little weed or have a drink or two,
Oh,
and then that's your 80%. Okay. I'll give you that. Um but we're all human, right? So, um then the MSO says, "Well, shit, these guys are making bank on
too
their
much
commission.
money.
So let's insert another writer." So when Aaron says me leaving is going to make him more money, this is 100% factual for the short term. So maybe a month, maybe 2 months,
But I will hate my life a little bit more.
you will. And not to say I'm the shit, but
He's the shit.
no. What happens is um you're going to make a lot of money the first month I'm gone. You're going to bust your ass a little more
A lot
because
more. You fill a lot of gaps.
so a little more. Um, but what's going to happen is the month or even 2 months after I leave, you're going to make bank, which and so will Kelly. And we're gonna
And you
bring
guys are gonna meet Kelly,
you're gonna meet Kelly in the near future.
and we call her Break Clean Kelly.
Break Clean Kelly, we've got stories. But before we get back on track,
Do we even have time?
we have time.
'Kay.
We're gonna do a little thing we call Stump Aaron.
I'm getting used to this. I'm getting used to
Right.
this. It's not
And,
so bad.
and after we stump Aaron, we're going to kind of finish this episode with MSOs. We're gonna give maybe one or two like pros and cons.
Robert meant DRPs, not MSO.
Or
But
I'm
yes,
sorry,
he's on
yes.
the same page.
Sorry. Yes.
This is why we're together.
And we're not gonna edit that out.
No, because why would we edit it out?
So
You're gonna enjoy the crazy silliness.
getting back to
Stump Aaron.
oh, you wanted a reverb.
I did, and
should I
thought
let
you
you
were
do
gonna-
your
No,
own
you can
intro?
Do it. You can
No,
do it.
I want you to do your own intro.
Stump Aaron.
All right.
Fun.
To stump Aaron, what was the first hybrid vehicle sold in the U.S. market ever?
It's a Toyota. It's not a Venza. It's not the Prius. A Yaris.
Is that your final answer?
Stop. Why do you gotta make me question my life? I feel like it's the Yaris. I was in parts when this happened.
Say final answer.
Final answer, Yaris.
Okay, so we're gonna say
Oh,
it was the Honda Insight.
really?
Yes.
The Yaris was a Prius version too, right? Am I crazy?
You're a little crazy.
God,
but
too
that's
many
why I
beers.
love you. No, not too many. You're only on one. All right. So I mean, basically, direct repair, not to direct repair. It kind of it's like a double-edged sword.
There's no good answer. At the end of the day, you just have to pick who you trust.
They're correct. And if you're on the consumer side of direct repair, I mean, most people that are probably tuning in are not the consumer. You're probably on the repair shop side, and they're like, "We wanted you guys to bash on direct repair. We're
And
not
you
gonna-"
didn't get what you wanted.
Correct. Yeah. I mean, we're not gonna do the Dark Overlord.
Dark Overlord.
I mean, we're not gonna do that. It really boils down to how your shop handles the direct repair or not direct repair. I can tell you in the very near future, I'm going to a very small MSO that doesn't do any direct repair business.
And I would still trust Robert to fix my car.
And they're very successful at it. So really, I mean, for you in the repair shop business, whether you're a writer or an owner or a large MSO, and I know they're going to be watching.
Oh, I know they're going to watch.
Yeah. It really boils down to what you want your scorecard to be, which is kind of a joke because a lot of them like to see high 800 numbers.
And you can fake a scorecard. There's triggers to fake that.
Right.
So it really doesn't matter, but we can pretend it does for
Right.
today's sake.
Right. So I will tell you that there isn't a good answer, but I can also tell you that high 800 numbers, you're giving the shop away. If you fall in the 650 to 700, you're doing right by everyone.
Customer and the shop. There's times where you're not gonna win, and you're not supposed to.
Right.
Because if the insurance is always winning, you're not as a company.
Right.
And if you're always letting them win, sometimes the customer's not winning either.
Correct.
You have to find somebody who's willing to do the right thing every time, regardless of who wins. It doesn't matter if it's them. It doesn't matter if it's you. It doesn't matter who it is. They have to be your best interest.
Yes.
And that's how you make that decision. There is no right or wrong answer.
right.
DRP or not, as much as I'd like to say I prefer DRP, that doesn't mean it's the right way.
Right. Absolutely. And I will say that my answer is very similar to yours, but where I'm going, we don't do any direct repair, and I'm looking forward to it.
I think you're going to be very successful at it.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, it's just about a contract, and that's all a DRP agreement is a contract.
Educate your customers that steering is 100% illegal.
And if your insurance tells you you have to, they're wrong because they can't tell you
They're
that.
completely wrong, and then that's steering.
And they'll threaten you with customer charges. Oh, well, the shop will offset admin fee on you. Talk to your estimator. Talk to your shop.
Or storage.
Abs-
How many times do you hear, even with our preferred direct repairs, yours and mine, they'll
30%.
they'll use the claims hammer and they'll say, "Oh, if you don't agree to this total loss settlement, you're going to be paying storage."
The shop's going to charge you. And I get so many calls from customers. They told me that you're going to charge me storage. I'm not going to charge you storage. Just call me and ask.
Right.
Call and ask your shop professional because I can tell you there's a lot of empty threats and empty promises on both ends.
Right. Absolutely. And on the non-direct repair side of things, right? When it comes to a total loss, do you really think your shop is going to charge you storage because you brought your car to them? Usually not. I mean,
Absolutely.
yeah. I
Like-
mean, if you brought your car to a non-DRP shop, 9 times out of 10, they're not, if it goes the total loss route, they're not going to charge you storage because you chose them.
Correct. It's going to be negligence. If you're leaving your car there for weeks on end, yeah, I might charge you storage.
Right.
And I'm going to threaten you and I'm going to tell you first. So make sure you ask your professional because they're going to tell you the truth.
Absolutely.
They're
It's,
the one who creates that bill. So ask them. No
Right.
one knows the right answer but the person you trusted.
so bottom line, as a consumer, go to your trusted shop. Don't go to the one your insurance company tells you have to go to.
And if you don't know where to go, look at reviews.
Yeah.
I can honestly tell you that, like, if you don't feel comfortable and you don't know where to go, check what the customers say. I can tell you 9 out of 10 times people have bad things to say, they're going to post them. And the 1 out of 10 who have good things to say won't post them. So if you see a lot of good, that's a good sign. That's a good indicator.
Right.
Trust the reviews. Shop around. It's
Yeah.
okay to shop.
Yeah. Check Google, use Google. When you're happy, please use Google, put your Google reviews in, Yelp reviews. Those
We
are
love
amazing.
to hear it. We
Uh,
love to hear how much you appreciated us and
the-
how good we did for you.
The CarWise, no one ever knows. I mean, CarWise is new, and so is Podium. But those are 2 other review companies that people just don't go to. Put your reviews in. Do you like the shop? Don't you like the shop? Why don't you like the shop? Why do you like the shop? Who helped you at the shop?
That'll help a lot of people decide what to do and how they should proceed too. Because
Yeah.
at the end of the day, your experience is what matters. And if your repair professional doesn't see that, they're probably not the one for you.
Absolutely.
And on that note, I think that's all the time we have, Robert.
Yeah, I think you're right. Please be sure to click like, subscribe, share, and tell all your friends about us. Tell your bosses and managers about us so
Yeah.
everyone's clicking on us.
And they probably know us too. It'll be a good time.
Absolutely.
Thanks so much.
Run!
Run.